What's up, crew? I'm Alan, and if I can have a rad day on a bike, so can you. In this episode, I give you 7 gift ideas for that mountain biker in your life, even if that mountain biker is you. Mountain biking is less about having stuff and more about having a rad day on a bike. But with a well thought out and meaningful gift, you can help your buddy or your kid or even yourself have a rad day on a bike. But what makes a gift meaningful? In my head, it's really kind of 3 things. One is that it's practical, something that they'll actually be able to use on their bike, on the trail, or in the garage. Also, it's great if the gift comes from a core mountain biking brand. And then finally, the gift is unique in some way. It's either personalized or maybe just part of a limited run. Now, the gift doesn't have to be all 3 of these things, but it should be at least one of these things, and practical would probably be the one thing you'd want it to be. By the way, if you hear crickets in the background or cars driving by, I'm in the garage. I don't have much control over it. I'm gonna order these gift ideas from low price to high price, but even within each one of these gift ideas, there is some bit of a range. All right, let's talk about our first gift idea. This first gift is the SockSaver 2000. That's right, it's actually just a floor mat that you can easily get at any kind of auto parts store. So obviously this isn't a core mountain bike brand product, but it is definitely practical because when you need to take your shoes off, to take your pads off or take your pants off or whatever, you can just pull this out, put it on the ground, and keep your nice, awesome TASCO socks clean and dry. You can personalize it if you want by just using a silver Sharpie and putting SockSaver 2000 on that if you want. But yeah, so that makes it practical and personalized. Next up is the Jam It In bike stand. This actually, full disclosure, was given to me by the guy who makes these. He reached out to me and wanted me to try this out, and I've been using it. My wife's been using it, and we've been pretty stoked on it. They're pretty cheap. You just jam it into your like bottom bracket space there and holds your bike up. I haven't really tried it on any kind of rough or uneven ground, so I can't really speak to that. But you know, it's small, it's light, and it's just easy to throw into your car. A cool little feature is it has holes up in here, and those are for putting tools in if you're working on your bike. And then it has this little kind of shallow tray in here to put little parts in. I haven't used it like that at all, so I can't speak to that. I've only used it as a stand, and so far, for me and Kelly, it's worked pretty well. One thing that we mountain bikers regularly go through is a set of gloves. And if we're not beating up gloves, it's also kind of cool to have different styles. These, for instance, have just come out today. These are the brown camo from TASCO. So if you want to get these, they're now available on their site. Link in the description. So yeah, you can get these for your buddy, and not a lot of other people will have them yet. But you don't want to just give them gloves. So I suggest wrapping them in a water bottle, which you can also get from TASCO. Of course, you probably want to get a brand new one, but I'm just demonstrating this in the bottle that I have. But yeah, just take it out of the package, roll them up, put them in the bottle, close up the bottle, and then put a little ribbon on it. It doesn't have to be fancy, but then you just have a nice looking package. So this gift is definitely practical because there's always use for gloves and water bottles on a mountain bike ride. It's also from a core mountain bike brand. TASCO is the definition of core mountain biking brand. And if you get something from their small batch collection, you'll be getting something that is from a limited run. Hits all 3 points. Next up is this bit of artwork. This isn't necessarily practical, but it is definitely from a core mountain biking person. It's from Standout Bikes, and it will be 100% personal, because if you can get a nice high quality photo of your buddy's bike or your own bike and you upload it to Standout Bikes, you'll get a personalized illustration of the bike. Nice thing about this gift is if you get the print, it's a nice piece of artwork for your garage or for your cave. Really, there's a whole range because you can get just the digital file, you can get a print, you can get apparel with the stuff on it. Just kind of whatever you want to do. So yeah, definitely check it out. Standout Bikes. Full disclosure, they did reach out to me and comped me the digital file and the print. But honestly, I wouldn't have any problem paying the price for that. And if it was for my buddy, I would definitely do it. All right, I gotta tell you this quick because the cops are coming. So if you're liking this video, hit the like button. And if you like the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you want to know when stuff's coming out, hit the notification bell. And hit the thanks button if you really, really want to say thanks. Maybe those aren't cops. Maybe the house is on fire. I think we're good. All right, we'll get back to it. The next idea is the boarding pass. This is when you want to gift your buddy a day of shuttling. This is actually one of my favorite ideas because you can do this multiple ways. You can give them the pass. You know, obviously I made this myself. You can give them the pass with $100 in there, and that's going to help pay for a day of shuttling. And ideally, you get to go along with them. So you're buying them just a day going out on a ride with you and getting shuttled all day. Pretty awesome. If you don't want to necessarily give them the money, but you just kind of want to let them know that you and they are going to set up a day together, like you're going to set up a day with your buddy to go shuttling. You could, make a little a pass like this, like, I just made this little thing. I just drew it up and I put it in the little folder that I made, and that's another way to do it. Or this could mean, if you did it this way, this could mean that you're actually just going to drive and shuttle them all day. I wouldn't be super stoked on that, but if you are injured and can't ride and want to give your buddy a pass like this, that's another way to do it. So one of my favorites, it hits all 3 points. It's practical. Do I need to say anything more about that? It is core because it's coming from you, a fellow mountain biker. And if you're paying for shuttling, it's definitely going to a core mountain biking organization. And then it's personalized, especially if you make them a little thing like this. You don't want to just give them $100, put them in make it nice, put it in a little thing. Yeah, so good one. I just want to give a quick shout out to my channel supporters, Bubs Naturals, The Path Bike Shop, and TASCO MTB. If you want to support me the way they're supporting me, check out the links in my description and check out those products. They're all things that I use regularly and believe in, and I think is good for you. Otherwise, I wouldn't have them as channel supporters. All right, let's get back to the thing. All right, this next one is one that's probably going to get me some hate because I don't know why. People are weird. But I'm going to suggest you get your buddy tires, or at least a tire. Now, this might seem like buying your buddy underwear, but in this case, it's underwear that everybody can see and that wears out pretty often. So even if you're not a mountain biker, it's pretty easy to figure out what tires to get for your buddy. Because if you look at the side of the tire, all the information is there. Key bits of information is obviously the brand. In this case, we're talking about Maxxis tires. You'll want to look at the name of the tire here. That's what it looks like. In this case, we've got the Minion DHR2. Very important is seeing the size of the tire. So you have 2 measurements there. One is the circumference of the tire, or is that the circumference? Anyway, it's the how tall it or wide. That's that measurement of the tire. And the other measurement is the width. So you'll want to make sure and match those. This on the Maxxis tire tells you how grippy or hard the tire is. And this tells you the strength of the sidewall. So all you got to do is grab a picture of the tire that has all these badges on it, and it'll be easy to find that tire wherever, ideally at your local bike shop. This last one is similar to the shuttle idea. I'm going to suggest you get coaching for your buddy. Coaching is something that any mountain biker of any skill level can use. Can you hear the cricket? Of course, prices are going to vary. There's going to be group rates. There's going to be individual day rates. Ideally, you and your buddy would get coaching together. I know this can get pretty expensive, but you would be buying you and your buddy an experience that you'll never forget. You're going to have great stories come out of that. You're going to walk away with skills, and you're going to be enhancing both of your experiences on the bike. So definitely practical, core, and personalized. So those are my 7 mountain biker gift ideas. Hopefully you dug it. If you have any additional ideas, leave the comments below. If you think I'm crazy, leave the comments below. And until next episode, go have a rad day.